What is going on, guys? I am Jack, and this is Log Cabin Firewood. So yeah, I have acquired a ton of cookies, and it's about time I do something with them. So behind me, I got the tractor with some pallets on it. Because I'm particular, I set up a string line here. I doubt you could see that in the sun. I can't see it on my camera because there's a lot of light going. But I'm gonna make a couple bins over here, right in line with this string line. And that's kind of why I cleaned all of this up in that video that I did the time lapse on, and nobody watched it. So I'm very particular about things, and I like things to look presentable, and this isn't my property. So I want things to look good. Since my neighbor's the one that has to look at this stuff, we're gonna try and, set some stuff up to where it looks presentable for him. And people can come over and say, wow, what's that? And they could say, oh, well, Jack has firewood for sale? And I could say, yes, I do. I'm also going to try something different this time too. I have enough pallets to do the pallet wall sides, but I think I'm going to run the Tractor Supply after I figure out how many I'm going to put here and go get some fencing and some T-posts. I've seen Jeremiah from Outdoors in the 608 do that, and it's working exceptionally well for him. So I figured I would try it, see how it works out for me. But I think I'm only going to go 3 pallets wide here, and we'll see how far I can go back. And I'm aiming to get 3 bins here, like 1, 2, 3. One's going to be for cookies. And the other 2, I might start doing bundle wood and splitting smaller stuff and throwing it in a bin over here. Because I get a lot more sun over here than at my house where I currently store my stuff. So I might even do this one be the bundle wood because it gets good sun right here. We'll see. But for the most part, I'm thinking it's going to be probably 9 pallets altogether. 3 wide, 3 long. I might be able to do 4 this way. I want to kind of stay out of the wood line here, just because of the way the leaves fall. I don't want to have to deal with leaves. But from what it's looking like, I think I can do 3 by 4. I think this is going to work out nice, guys. Well, I didn't quite plan it this way, but I had exactly what I needed on the tractor for pallets. So one of the other things I want to do here is I want to leave enough room in between each new pallet bin that I'm going to make that I can back my dump trailer in here. So I'm going to go measure my truck, and I'm going to add maybe 2 feet to that and make sure I could get a dump trailer in here so that we can back in here and even get to the back when we're having to hand load this stuff later on in life. We went through and got another mess of pallets, and I guess I am going to leave about 10 feet in between each row. We're going to see how that works. I don't know how it's going to work. We are learning as we go. Some of these pallets, they're missing a rung every now and then. Might, I guess I'll throw it in here. I kind of eyeballed that's 9 foot here. So maybe I'll go like 11 or 12 feet in between. Let's try that. I did those on the 40 side, so what are these? That's 40, so we can try to go 12 and see if I can still get 3 in here. Well, that's 10 foot there. I think 10 should be fine. Let's try 11, see if 11 looks better. I just want to make sure I have enough room to get a dump trailer in here. But I also want to try and get 3 bins here. So let's do this real quick. We're going to set these 3 up. And then I'm going to space out what I'm going to do up front here and see if this works the right way. And this is a goofy pallet, so we're not going to use you quite yet. So there's my other 3 set up. Now we're going to, I think I went 11 feet in between these. Let's double check. And I should be able to swing a dump trailer in there. I think that's what we went, was 11. Yeah, we went 11. So let's see if I can get another 11 in here and then put another 3 pallets over yonder. I think it's going to be somewhere right there. And even if I can only do like 2 pallets wide over here, I still think it would be good. Or maybe, yeah, I still think that one would be good for cookies. That's actually right on the money, 11. I don't know how I did that. And I don't think I'll be able to get 3 pallets on this side, which is okay. We can go 2 wide and just, this one can be the cookie pile. Although I know I'm probably going to end up with a ton of cookies. I kind of wanted them all to be the same. I might get away with it. I might just come through and trim this tree up a little bit. That way I don't have leaves falling in. We might be able to achieve what I wanted to do here. I think I'm all right with that, guys. Come through and take this one lead off, trim a couple branches, and I think we're good. And I think I did 11. Let's make sure. Yeah, 11 foot. So we were able to accomplish what I wanted to achieve over here. I wanted to set up 3 new bins. They are 3 pallets wide, 4 pallets deep. So now I need to do some simple math, and I need to get enough fencing wire to go around the 3 sides. I may as well incorporate the front too in case I want to close it and just wire it shut. Depending on how much wood I put in these, I just need to make sure I can open the front and get to it eventually, not make it, completely all fenced in. So I believe we already said that these are 10 foot wide. Let's double check this. Roughly 10 foot wide. So it's probably close to 15 feet long. 15 or 16. They're 16 feet long, so they're 10 by 16. Let's do some math, run to the store and get what we need. Now that we have my pallets laid out, we just ran to Tractor Supply. This is what I came up with. We got 1 roll of 4 foot tall wire, and I got 20 T-posts. Now I'm probably going to need a few more T-posts, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to need another piece of wire. I'm pretty sure I can do 2 of these with this roll of wire, and then I probably won't have enough to finish the last one. So let's see what we can get done. I'm probably going to start with this one here and just work my way down the line. And if I got to go get another roll and some more T-posts, we will. This is not the cheapest option. I think Chris in the woodyard has taught us that using the pallet sides and wire as your bracing so they don't fall over is the cheapest option. Now me, even these over here, I did use screws. I screwed the sides down, and then I used the bracing from the IBC totes as my braces on the inside. But they don't always work. I think the wire that Chris uses actually works a little bit better, because you can see on this side of my big bin, I had a little bit of a blowout. Now the ground wasn't exactly level here, but you can also see the corner blew out, and that's why the whole wall is failing. But as we're digging through this pile this winter, we will start from this side and I will reconfigure this. I think altogether for the 20 T-posts and that roll of wire was 250 bucks. And then I went and got some zip ties, which is probably not the right thing to do or use. You're probably supposed to use some aluminum wire or stainless wire. Whatever, build your wall, your fence how you want to. I got some zip ties on sale from Harbor Freight. And if they break, I'll just throw a couple more on there. We might have to improvise over here and go get some muscle, because that ain't gonna stick there. Be right back. I don't know if this is the answer or not, guys. We're pretty close. We're at 4'2". I can live with that. Well, there we go. There is one bin set up and ready. And I think what I'm going to do so I can save wire is on the front here, I'll just stack pieces up, similar to what I did with the one over here with the pine. I kind of stack that front face up, and that way it will, you know, protect the mountain. But I think this one here is going to be for cookies. But I think I've bored you enough making a bin, but at least you know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to set up 2 more. So again, this is not the most affordable way to make a bin, and you might not even like bins. You might still like stacking your stuff, and I do still plan on stacking some of my stuff at my house. But this right here will help me streamline the process and pump out some wood when I do start getting some loads here soon, because I do plan on buying a couple loads this winter. That way I've got wood to process and get seasoned for next year, because this year I really slacked. I did split a lot of wood, but I didn't get as much wood done for myself to sell this winter. So you always got to think about next year. You always got to be ahead of yourself at least one season, unless you're selling green wood. That's something to keep in mind. But everybody, thank you so much for watching. Take care of each other. Come on back on the next video and we will get some wood thrown in this one. Take care.